We are the Radio Twins.
In this episode, we're going to talk about to mask.
Well, we got to introduce ourselves.
But before we do that, to mask or not to mask?
And this is the Radio Twins Experience. But I think it's a little better to talk without this.
Right. I'm CJ.
I'm JJ.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, before we get into the specifics, we definitely want to let you know, you can always go to our website, which is the Radio Twins Experience. That's
TheRayoTwins.com.
And if you want some of this stuff, the hoodies, the t-shirts, the socks, you can always go to borntowinstore.com. That's BORN, the number 2, WINSTORE.com.
And for those that have already purchased, we thank you.
Again, we thank you.
We thank you.
We might as well just go ahead and get into the discussion. This is season 2. We did, of course, last year, we did season 1. And
1 comes before 2.
Right. So with that being said, we might as well start off with one of the 2 discussions we're going to have tonight.
Okay.
So,
the first one, again, we're going to talk about masks. Some people like wearing a mask. Some people don't. Some people want to get vaccinated. Some people don't. Everybody has an opinion on wearing it or being vaccinated. I get that.
Right.
I even have my own opinion. He does too.
Right.
Me personally, I don't take this in the wrong way. I don't want to breathe the same air you're breathing right now, specifically if you have had coronavirus or you're susceptible to coronavirus or you just got over it.
Right. But I think just in general, the mask itself, especially, and we're still in the pandemic if you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
I think the mask itself, with some reports that a lot of it stopped the flu. Well, I won't say stopped, halted, or anything like that. I would say it was a low number of people with the flu last year. And that right there tells you that some type of mask does work.
And history has shown when, I think it was the flu outbreak way back when, like 1917, 18, whenever the year was.
Right.
It wasn't as political as it is today.
Right.
So people were willing to get that shot. Now, don't get us wrong. We know that there are, what do they call those? Conspiracy theories. We know what happens, what might not happen, what's going to happen. But I do know what's going to happen when I wear a mask. I'm going to be protected from you.
Definitely. The reason we have a lot of the, naysayers, the people who are against it, is because you still have people who are passing away. Mm-hmm. Even though that most of them got the shots. Me, I'm still with the 6 feet thing.
I'm good with 10. If it means saving a life, then so be it. I would rather be safe than sorry.
Definitely. And if you feel otherwise, comment below.
We definitely want to hear what you got to say about this topic, because these masks actually save lives. And yes, they're not medically made. They're, I guess, store-bought. Right. But there are different types of masks. Some people wear 2, some people wear 3, some people don't wear any. But again, it's your opinion. We're looking for.
Definitely. And we definitely really don't want to touch on the vaccination part, because that's still your decision whether you want to do it or not. Just as it was our decision if we decided to or not. We won't tell you today. Right. Because again, that's none of your business.
But in a nice way. But as they've been saying, follow or listen to the science.
Right.
So there's not a science bone in my body other than my biological science, which is I'm going to do what I need to do to stay safe, regardless if it's to wear the mask or not. But today I'm wearing my mask.
Right. So, and if you want to comment, you can always comment below.
We want to see your opinion.
I thought you were going to say we want to
hear. They're leaving a message.
Definitely. So we're going to go into the second topic. If you don't know, most recently in the entertainment industry, you've heard Ashanti, the R&B singer Ashanti, say that she was going to re-record her first CD. And I think, if I'm correct, she's worth $8 million?
I was going to say that's a little bit, but when you get in the millions, that's a lot of money.
Right. So
Taylor Swift
did it how long ago was that?
A few days ago.
No, she released it, but she recorded it.
And she's worth like $1 bazillion.
Right. And what we try to say is, what we have always been saying, even on our radio show, is that if you're an entertainer, producer, writer, whatever, know your business. Meaning, don't come into the business and thinking that you know everything, because you don't. Because those little fine clauses that you may not understand, an attorney or lawyer will, and you'll get railroaded. Now, from what we were told as far as media, she wanted to re-record all of her first CD. Now, some people are a little upset about that. Who are we talking about? Irv Gotti.
Right.
Now, he feels as though that she's trying to burn him out of
royalties,
right? Yeah,
coverage,
masters. That's
masters.
what I was looking for.
But she also explained, Ashanti also explained, that when you sign your record deal, most record deals literally will have in their contract where, let's say 5-10 years after you've recorded it and it's a major hit, you can go back and re-record it, and then you become the sole person that gets all of the accolades, the money, all of it, the royalties, everything.
But you know what? And it just made me think. Taylor Swift wasn't the only one. Anita Baker had that same issue. And as she stated, and I can't think of what interview it was, she outlived the contracts that she had when she recorded it, basically on the scene.
But what's so crazy about it is the fact that you just said outlived your contract.
Right.
But, of course, that's why they say if you don't know your business, who else will?
Know your business in this industry, because the industry does not care about you.
Right. And the only thing that they care about is your money.
Definitely.
Or the money that you make them.
Definitely.
Know your business.
What's interesting to me is the fact that Irv doesn't want this, and she does. But legally, I think she can do this.
When they first dropped the album, he got paid. Now, I guess he's getting angry or a little salty because he's being X'd out of this one.
And after a certain period of time, the songs and the records are hers. Well, since she wrote it, she is a writer. Right. And I believe, and I have to side with her. I mean, that's her material. She wrote the stuff. It's hers.
But technically, the company owns those songs. Now, if she decides she wants to record, that's strictly up to her, and yet she gets all the money and accolades. So guess what?
I saw an interview where she stated that after a certain period of time, the songs are hers now, so she could re-record. And it's more money for her, and I guess it takes money from him at this point. Maybe that's why he's pissed.
Maybe we need to record an album today and try to wait, 10, 15 years, and then if it's big, boom, get paid again.
Oh, so you're going to sing?
Yeah, I can sing. I can rap too. Tap dance if I need to too.
Oh, goodness.
Especially for some money, I'm just saying. Like, if it's a chance to get paid twice, guess what? I'm going to try it.
And again, if you want to comment below, you can always comment below. I feel like them.
In those little boxes.
Right.
Because again, we want to see
what you have to say. Now we can actually go into what we like to call Black History Facts. If you didn't know, even though it's a black fact, I like to call them dropping gems, because that's exactly what it is, dropping a gem.
Dropping
a gem.
Granville T. Woods, he's an inventor, if you didn't know. He patented the electric railroad in 1891. Granville T. Woods.
That's one I didn't know about.
Remember that name. Keep it up here. That's a gem if you didn't know.
That's well over 100 years.
And also, George Alexander McGurry, a bishop who founded the African Orthodox Church. He died on November the 10th, 1934. If you didn't know, now you know.
And no one's half the battle.
Definitely. And now we will lead into what we'd like to call the word of the day. Twins word of the day.
The word of the day, not the word, but a word of the day. There's a play on that.
But actually, I was gonna say there's a play on like the twin word of the day. Get it? The word that wins. Anyway, today the word we're talking about today is worth. WORTH. And
Worth.
Here's the definition: equivalent in value to the sum or item specified. Meaning, and that's the adjective. Now the noun, the value equivalent to that of someone or something under consideration, the level at which someone or something deserves to be valued or rated. Now, the reason why we chose that word is because sometimes some of us don't know our worth, self-worth, worth. I know my worth. You know what you can accomplish. You know what you cannot accomplish. But I think it's more of the what you want to accomplish. Don't let anyone tell you no. Well, if they tell you no, take that no and keep going. Do what it is that you got to do.
If you know what you're doing is good and you feel it in your bones,
do it.
And you know you're worth more, then go for it.
Definitely.
Now, I'm not saying rob a bank or anything. What I'm saying is, if you feel you are worth $100, you believe it, move in that lane that says you're worth $100 because you know what you're worth. Right. When it comes to singing, rhyming, whatever it is you want to do, cooking, whatever. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Definitely.
If that's the case, you really didn't know your worth in the first place.
Right. So with that being said, we've come into the end of the first show of the second season. And again, we are the Radio Twins. I'm JJ.
I'm CJ.
And again, if you ever want to follow us on social media, you can always follow us. We follow you back. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you name it, we're on it.
We're everywhere.
And you definitely want to go to our website, which
is THERAYDIOTWINS.com.
That was actually supposed to come after I said theradiotwins.com.
But again, you want to be first, but you can't.
Anyway. And if you ever want to get a couple of these, that's the hoodies, t-shirts, socks, you name it, go to borntowinstore.com. That's BORN, the number 2, WINSTORE.com.
Do it like I usually do. .com. You got to put emphasis on that.
And that's the difference. I'm not him. He's not.
But I'm worth it. .com.
So with that being said, I'm JJ.
I'm CJ.
Love your loved ones today because tomorrow is never promised.
One love, one life. You only get one chance to make it right. Let's make it right, people.
We are the Radio Twins.
And this is
the Radio Twins Experience. See you next week.
Thursdays.
Or next month.
Yeah, that too. Thursdays.